If you would just listen to me and do what I tell you to do, we would easily win state. And we could have last year too, even with the 10-point legality.
Mayflower is just like a mini state, is what everyone calls it. Like all the big name teams go there for state. And so like whenever we got there, we were all like, not really nervous, but we were like, we want to do better than what we've been doing. And so we got there and we performed, and I'm pretty sure Courtney's group was the one that fell, and Courtney's group started yelling at each other. Brooke saved her stunt, and Michaela tried saving a lot of it, but Brooke was cradling, like she had her hip out, which was like sending her over her bases. And so she fell early, which I'm pretty sure the like judges counted a bobble for it. And then Courtney fell during top team, and I've never seen her yell at her bases like that ever. Like she was screaming at her bases, and we were all just kind of like, she did not just do that.
Mayflower was especially a bad competition for my like groups all around, and I'll own up to that. Like the first time my stunt group, like we did the switch up and like it was like over, so I had to go to lib and I couldn't pull the stretch, and I had to 540 out of that, or I mean full down out of that, so that didn't go. And then my pyramid group completely dropped at the end, so it didn't finish it. And then the second time we performed, my stunt group dropped the second and third part, but then my pyramid group hit. So like, I really honestly just think all of those problems are with people not necessarily, like I don't think people just don't try, but I think it's people not knowing how to push through.
The second time we performed, everything hit except one stunt group came down in a part of the stunt sequence. Oh, 2 parts of the stunt sequence. And which everyone was upset about, but I mean it's okay, like we got it fixed, like everything's working out now. I just think the bases didn't really know exactly how to handle the situation that they were put in because they're all inexperienced. They called Valley View for third, and it was like one of those things that was just like, oh my god, this is like one of the best feelings ever, because this is the second time we beat them this year, and it was just like, oh, this is so great that Valley View got third, not even like second, like they got third out of fourth, and oh my god, it was the best feeling ever when they called Valley View's name. Then they called Sylvan Hills for second, and we're like, okay, like we actually won 5A for this.
Despite a big win at Mayflower, when a stunt group does not perform a clean routine, there is opportunity for tension and personality conflicts to seep in and blow up long-term goals, such as a state championship.
We can't let any personal problems or anything like that get in the way of cheer, because we all have the same goal and we all want the same thing.
Sometimes I think that the juniors just want to win so bad that they just get a really big head on their shoulders. But I think it's just because they want it so bad and just try to work as hard as they can to accomplish this goal that we've been working towards.
So I just think people's attitudes and stuff is really what brings everyone else down, because I know I'm one of those people that if everyone has a negative attitude, then it rubs off on me, and that affects my tumbling especially, because I'm kind of like slower mentally with tumbling. Like I'll do it, but I don't like people to be around me when I first warm up and stuff, and like I don't know, it makes it to where I feel like I can't do my tumbling when everyone else is negative, and it drags me down.
Our switch-ups come down, and it came down twice yesterday in practice, and it made me really mad.
Ridiculous. That's not ridiculous. If we do that in state, you gotta get back up.
All the 3 of the people in my stunt group are inexperienced, and so I feel like I have no help from anybody. But there's only so much I can do because I'm a back spot.
All the groups are kind of getting a little stressed and everything just because state is in 2 days.
I feel people are just getting so stressed out, and we're so used to putting so much on the stunts all the time. Like I know that's what I got like stressed out the most, because like sophomore and junior year it was always about that, but since they changed like the score sheet this year about like the execution and stuff, it's like different. Coach Morton's trying not to like, or she's trying to like alleviate the stress, and like stunt isn't everything, like the cheer and everything is, but people are so used to putting so much on the stunts that they always stress about the stunts, do it over and over again. And then that's whenever the more you do it, the more you think about it, the worse it gets.
Back in the day at state, if you dropped or came down or did what they would call a miss, where you didn't go up, you weren't going to win. It's not like that anymore. because of their point system. And so that's why it's important to keep it as clean as possible, even if you have to take difficulty out. Because not only will the routine judges take off if there's a miss, but you get a final deduction sheet. And if a stunt comes down, it's -2 off your final score. So I'm got to avoid that at all costs. So the biggest struggle, nerves, psychologically. And, I put this big poster up Sunday about how to get ready psychologically.
State is just a one-time thing. It's either like you win it all or you lose it all. It's very rough.
You get a whole new dose of adrenaline. Like you thought you were nervous before, you thought you had adrenaline then, you're gonna have way more at state.
This is exactly what happened last year. We won 5A at Mayflower, and we obviously didn't win top team. Sylvan Hills won top team, but Valley View won top team last year at this competition, and then they got first at state. So we're all kind of like, well, we can't get too cocky just because we beat Valley View and Sylvan Hills, because this happened last year, and it's kind of all up in the air. These three teams, they're super good teams we're going against at this year. I don't know, I'm super nervous for state because we definitely know it's not going to be handed to us this year.
I know they're walking in with frustration, with memories of last year and what happened to them last year. And I know as me, I'm a senior, but it is my first year here. I know most of my heart is doing this for them. I've grown to love this team so much, and they've become my family. I love them. I just love them so much, and I see the hard work they've put in, everything we've gone through together, and I want to win this for them. Even before I came here, they've been working for this one day, for this 2 minutes and 28 seconds. They have been working so hard for this, and I just want them to succeed so much.
It was just kind of surreal walking in and seeing the whole setup and this, because I hadn't seen the trophy yet because last year we tied, and so Sylvan Hills got the trophy. And I'd seen the banner because they hung it up in the office, but I hadn't seen the trophy yet. So this was the first time I saw it walking in here, and it was just kind of surreal. And want the gold one. We'll get it this year though.
We're not state runner-ups. And I gave a little announcement one day because all the juniors, especially the juniors, tend to get sad about losing state, and I'm like, stop. We all know we won state. Coach Morton says it all the time, we won state. Stop saying you didn't win state, because we won state. Everyone knows that. We may not have a ring to prove it, but we all know in our hearts that we did, and everyone else knows it around us, so it's not like it's embarrassing, because technically we haven't lost a streak.
I've heard them walking in, doing their interviews. They don't like looking at it. I don't like looking at it. It's definitely not what should be there right now, but it is there. And because that's there, I know that's just going to put that much more determination, that much more oomph into them to put on the mat on Saturday. And they're going to make sure that they never have to see another one of those again.
If you would just listen to me and do what I tell you to do, we would easily win state. And we could have last year too, even with the 10-point legality.